And they have also brought in this week the tunnel, wearing messages on their shirts, getting right behind Militao to Kroos, first game of the season in front of their home fans in the central defensive situation at Real Madrid.
This is his first season at top flight. And
against Fran Garcia, another former Real Madrid youth team player, who of course is back at the club, and he was very impressed.
How the Englishman adapts to the temperature, to the conditions here today inside the Powerhouse Stadium.
Testing conditions indeed, and Toni Arribas and Imbarba. Toni Kroos floats it in. It
wasn't just because of that goal and that performance, but this will probably do Arribas' future no harm in that sense.
And as you say, Marcelino, the message was, you're out if you do that again.
The man who scored the goal, and they have another set piece now. Let's see how they react if they don't strike the ball to the net.
Well, it's Kroos who takes it. The header comes in, and
forward, etc. So obviously it has pros and cons.
Dortmund with 8 goals in the Bundesliga and already off the mark last weekend here. Well, he's certainly a man who knows how to beat Real Madrid, having done it.
We have to have him back at La Liga.
Well, of course, they thought they had a new goalkeeper last season with Pacheco, but in the end, Fernando.
The 18-yard box.
Bellingham's layoff to Kroos. Here's Vinicius. Pubel is the willing runner to his right. Blocked by Fran Garcia. Toni Kroos plays the ball for Toni Kroos. Out to Fran Garcia. The cross comes in from Luis Suarez. It was in the end behind every. Out to Fran. Kick into the wall. Comes back out to Kroos, who, I'm not sure about that one, Marcelino, and you're shaking your head as well. Valverde strikes it. And
they are attacking with numbers. They are now trying to position themselves in the opposition's
seat. So it's become a bit of a trend to have Real Madrid.
He's a clinical finisher. He doesn't need much to score goals, and he's proven how dangerous he is just with that.
Bellingham back to Toni Kroos. Well, last week he was anonymous, really, headed by Edgar, but straight back out to Toni Kroos, and there's a offside flag up this time. Well, Kroos is adamant that he wasn't offside.
Because the cross, the header comes from Edgar, from the defender. That's what Kroos probably claiming.
Well, mistake from the man.
Sometimes when you play against big teams, it is, as a player, you're a bit afraid of going to the shape, get back to your position. Vicente Moreno tries his teams to stay up front, try to get this second ball, this second cross into the box with enough numbers there to fight for it. And some
into the top flight, kept Espanyol up. Espanyol fans last season headed away
on the ball over 60%, but the feeling, the perception is that it's not that much, probably because Almería is using the ball properly, and when they have it, where they have been able to.
Cross to Fran Garcia. Toni Kroos to Bellingham. Bellingham back to Carvajal. Toni Kroos hit it well into the back of the net. Real Madrid, Ancelotti's team, as they did last season, they went behind, and as they did last season, in fact this time a lot quicker than it took them in the last campaign, they're back.
Could be a foul
or Carvajal for that lunge.
I think the Almería, if he just disallows the goal, right?
Toni Kroos looking for Fran
Yes, there's two wingers really.
Fran Garcia playing with. Well, be that Garcia will play anyway. He's come in with the idea this season. Just a little bit too high up the pitch on that occasion. Toni Kroos getting the call there, I think, from Bellingham, and in the end is the player who receives it.
He doesn't get as many touches when he plays as a striker for that reason of the shoot.
Toni Kroos' pass is intercepted to win the ball back. Fran Garcia back to Kroos. Madrid attacks. We just saw Kone, who, as Bruno's already told us, is poised to come on. Toni Kroos puts the ball into the area. There's a chance here for Bellingham, and he scored. Real Madrid take the lead. Bellingham makes it 3 goals in 2 games to his Real Madrid career. Toni Kroos with a delivery. Bellingham with a finish.
Again, we've been talking about it. He had not done this in the second half yet. First time he does. Somebody's getting somebody, but Jude Bellingham. 3rd goal by him, and it's like outstanding from a midfielder to say, and impact. His costing at Real Madrid is massive so far.
Well, he's going to end up costing him 130 million.
New season at Real Madrid.
Unstoppable start. He's played 1 game in 1 hour, and he's 3 goals to the good.
That's hard to defend for the midfielders. He has. Almería will be thinking this. Sorry.
Injury that Bruno's told us about last week. Of course, it was Joselu and Modric coming on for Joselu. So we'll see what Ancelotti does and what Almeria's next change is going to be. In the meantime,
Luis Suarez nearly scored, I guess, a penalty spot.
So we're seeing Toni Kroos make way for Luka Modric. Camavinga comes on for